Goes live. Hello everyone, and here we are. It's myself and Nadine today.
It is, hello.
And we're broadcasting live from the gallery, so you can see some of the lovely artwork behind us. It's been interesting. We arrived earlier just to kind of get ourselves set up, and there's a lot of people in masks in the hotel, as you can imagine. Obviously, we're in a room closed, just Nadine and I, so no one's coming in here. And there were people in the gallery earlier, but they've cleaned it and sanitized it all for us to come in. But it's quite odd, isn't it?
It's strange being out, isn't it? Really, but I feel safe. I think everyone's been really good and looking after us properly, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's arrows everywhere, isn't there? We've got to walk the right way, so it's very safe. It's very good.
And we've had a conversation with the hotel about the potential of running some Pure meetings as well here. So when we do our Pure Zoom meeting for the club members, we will talk about that and see how you feel about that. There are some regulations that they've said to us that we will need to abide by. I think they're doable. But we'll just see if everyone wants to do a real life meeting here, and then if we get enough people who are interested in doing that, then we'll organise it. So so there's a potential. So today we were just going to talk a bit about the gallery and a bit about Pure and the reason why you have a community and what the importance of being part of a community, really. And I thought it'd be really interesting to chat to Nadine about this, because Nadine isn't a creative, and yet she is obviously one of our tribe and does a lot of our meditations and is an ambassador for Pure. She's got a little Pure pen. She's got a Pure pen on.
Yes.
So I thought it'd be really interesting to get Nadine's feeling on this, because it's really, as humans, fundamentally, we started evolution in tribes, and as we've grown and evolved over the hundreds of years, the tribe thing has fallen away to just our kind of family tribes. Although I did think this morning, when my 13-year-old went back to school yesterday, and they've gone back to school in their bubbles, and he was very upset about the bubble he'd been put in. And I thought, there's another tribe for you. He's been put in with the wrong tribe. He said they're all the new children, and all the people that he'd finished year 9 with back in March been put into a different class. And he was very unhappy. He said, I've gone back to school and I just don't feel comfortable, and I don't feel ready to learn because all of these people are unfamiliar. And I was like, that's because you're not in the right tribe. It's really important, because it's an energy exchange. Your tribe is this energy exchange, and energy is contagious. So if you're with the right people, the energy is flowing and everything seems possible. I put up a post earlier today.
Beautiful, yeah.
And that was just about saying, when we dream alone, asleep inside of our own world, that's just an illusion. But the minute we share that with people who we're in alignment with, anything is possible. Yeah, anything's possible. Like fireworks go off and things start happening. And, I feel very much how Pure has evolved over the last 2 years has been very much like that. The more we get in alignment and the more people join our tribe and the more the right people join our tribe, the more possibilities are just blossoming. And I was telling Nadine, I had a conversation with a lady earlier, because I'm very keen on writing a book. I'm going to give you all the details, keep a little bit of that secret. But she and I she was introduced to me by a third party. Someone said, oh, you need to speak to this lady. I think she'll be able to help you do the book. And as soon as we connected, the energy was almost magnetic. And she was excited. And now I'm excited at the possibility of this book and how much that will contribute to our community, to our Pure community, because I do the course, and a lot of you are on the course and doing the course, and that's given you some of what is in my head. But this book will be a collaboration, and it will give you more. And so I'm really excited that finding the right people, it becomes explosive, it becomes dynamic.
It creates something bigger than we can imagine, doesn't it? And
we become bigger than the sum of our parts.
You know when you're with the right people, don't you? And that is the joy of it, isn't it? When it just feels right. And like you say, it opens up your mind and your heart, I think, to the possibilities. And we grow, don't we? We do. We produce wonderful things.
The growing is the thing, isn't it? It's the growing. We've grown so much during this lockdown experience, and it's been really hard. Some aspects of it have been really brutal, really hard. But other aspects have been absolutely amazing. And I've connected with some new people, and we've got new people joining us. We've got a few new artists joining our tribe, and they've contributed already amazingly. And some of them, all the ART360 artists have joined us, and they've given us this amazing dynamic of the magazine. I mean, I think I'll be able to share the magazine with you. Let's just pop the magazine up, and you can see down in the bottom there, it says read the magazine here. I know lots of you have already seen it, but this is the exhibition. This is where we are today at Beauport in Hastings, and this exhibition is Shelley Rose, Edith Par Barton and Will Taylor, and we'll do you a little run round in a minute. But this magazine has really created quite an amazing response, and I've just been watching the statistics, and I have to say, shout out to Sophie. I can't tell you because obviously the Facebook Live's running, and I can't show you the statistics at the moment. But Sophie, you are doing an amazing job with the Facebook posts, because the engagement is absolutely incredible, and we are getting so much positive feedback from that. I'm just trying to get the there we are, there's the live. So we've got lots of people watching us on Facebook. So hello Diane, and Annie's watching us on Facebook. Hi Annie. And we can't see you. Well, I could invite you live, but you could just drop onto Crowdcast, because you were on here 2 days ago, so you know how to do that. But yes, we know I can see you, my love, because I can see you on the Facebook live stream. So yeah, any comments you want to make, just pop them in there. But yeah, so Nadine joined us, and that was again, it was an introduction by a third party, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
And someone I know called Caroline said to Nadine, you really need to meet Lesley. And Nadine, tell us how you felt about that.
I said, why? Who? What? I'm going to be honest, I wasn't over keen to start with, because I had no clue. I had no idea.
Sad face.
I know. How rude of me. But I was like, yeah, okay, one day this will happen. And it's one of those things, isn't it, where I came across you in something else. I thought, oh, that's that Lesley, that's that lady I need to meet up with. And I thought, yes, the universe is trying to tell me something. I'm listening. And we did meet up, didn't we? And there was a connection, wasn't there, instantly. Couldn't tell you what it was, got no clue, but there was something, wasn't there? And that was good. So I'm glad I've met you now. Resistance wasn't necessary, but it's there sometimes, isn't it? And then getting involved with this group, I thought, there's no place here for me. I couldn't see that at all. I had no clue, did I? I said to you, what's it all about? I don't understand it. I'm not creative, I'm not an artist and everything, but you felt something, didn't you? And you said, no, join it, you'll see. Lesley's very much like that, as you all know. Faith, trust.
Have faith, yeah, exactly. That if the universe has brought you here, then there's a reason why you're here, and there's something for you to learn and to grow, and it will evolve. And we'll find out what it is.
Yeah. So I went with it. I trusted something. There was an instinct there, something going on, and I went with it. And I have, slowly but surely, started to see how it can all work, what it's all about. I'm learning all the time, as you say, growing. Personally, I'm growing. I'm finding, I think you said earlier, I'm not necessarily a creative person, but I'm starting to recognise that actually I am more creative than I thought I was, which is a joy. That is lovely to realise, isn't it? And just seeing things in a different way. The people I'm meeting, everybody is so wonderful. I'm inspired by everybody. I'm inspired by the artwork, and it is bringing out so much more in me. So I'm growing all the time. So I'm very grateful to Caroline, who introduced us, who was quite persistent, bless her. And for meeting you, I think it's been brilliant. So I am, like you said earlier, stretching myself all the time. I'm learning all the time. I'm seeing different parts of me develop, which is quite interesting. Not that I necessarily had that as a plan. It wasn't what I was planning to do.
Shh, Don't tell everyone.
Wasn't it? But that's the lovely bit of it, actually, just meeting new people. And like you say, when you meet them, when you connect, there is something, I think it's quite magical. There is a feeling. And I really, for me, I don't want to overthink it. I just go, it feels right, or some things feel wrong. But if it feels right, I tend to go with it, and it comes clear. And that's exactly how it's been with my involvement with this tribe, this
with the Pure Tribe.
Yeah, with Pure Tribe, yes. Exactly.
With the Pure Tribe.
And I love the name as well, Pure. I'm not a pure.
We're very, very pure. I think the name came about ages, over 10, 11 years ago, because we were like, well, what do we do? Well, we just purely do art. It was like, oh, pure. But that's what we do. So but actually, we've now stretched and expanded into so much more. It is so much more than the sum of its parts now, because we've gathered people along, and we're like one of those rolling stones. That gathers people along the way. I think because my vision was very much to look after the whole person, not just the creative aspect of an artist's practice, but the whole person, your nutrition, your mental health, your physical health, everything about you. That was the vision for Pure, and to offer exhibition opportunities, but very much in a way of learning and growing. So letting people try things out, holding you safely while you do it.
Yes.
So that you feel safe and you feel secure, even like down to these broadcasts, we're holding all of the ART360 artists, we're holding your hand. So you feel safe, that we've got your back.
Yes, and I think that is so key, isn't it? And when you did the preview on Monday, to say how much people have pushed themselves a little bit to do little videos, things like that.
Yeah.
People have done it, and they've done it because they felt, like you say, held, and they felt that they were safe to do it. You can help people and everything. Everyone's there to help. And people have done it, which is amazing. So
it's not just me either, because the team has grown. So, Louisa and Vincent, Shelley, Hildegard, Mary, they've been with me forever. They're not that old, but they've all been there, really. Louisa, I think Vincent's been there literally from day one. And then I gradually added, and Mary as well, and then gradually adding on people. And now we've got yourself, we've got Daniela Exley, who's also in the magazine, Beats, Pulse and Time, who helps us, Susanna Rad, who we spoke to yesterday, Chris, Sophie, Molly. Shout out to Molly. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better today.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, sending you lots of healing, Molly, because I know Molly is desperate to get on and do some interviews, and she's been so looking forward to it. But I'm like, your health is much more important than an interview. You need to just get your health right first. So we're sending you lots of love. But yeah, the team has grown, and Griselda and Jeremy have been there along many of the ebbs and flows with me, and I'm very grateful for their continued support and encouragement. So yeah, the team is dynamic, and it's grown along the way, and for that I'm incredibly grateful, because I feel held.
Yes, yeah.
And I think because I feel held, I then can hold others.
Yeah, it's a two-way thing, isn't it? It does work. And I feel that as well. Everyone that I've met through this, and there's more people to meet, but I feel part of the group, feel very welcome and very supported by everybody. And that's a natural thing. It just happens. So it just must be the whole feeling of the Pure Tribe, which is really lovely to be part of, actually. Yeah,
Professor Dunbar says, and I'm gonna have a look at this on my screen, so I have brought my glasses actually, because we're a bit further away from the screen than we normally are, but he says, let me just read this to you, and this is in the third book when you do the for anyone who's doing the course, this is in have you just got that one? Yeah. And he says that you can only hold 5 people in your tightest circles. That's your loved ones. And then there are successive layers. So there's 15 good friends, 50 friends, 150 meaningful contacts, 500 acquaintances, and 1,500 people you can recognize. That sounds
like a lot, doesn't it?
It is a lot of people. And so actually there's quite a lot of opportunity there for a lot of people that you can connect with. But I think Pure, we never want to be huge. You know, my desire with the Pure tribe is not to have, it's always, everything we talk about is always quality over quantity. We are definitely very welcoming and everybody is welcome, but we're not seeking to have thousands of people in our Pure tribe. It is very much, I like to have that very, very much that one-to-one connection. And I can see lots of comments in the sidebar. And Jenny West and of Gallery North introduced me to Julia, who is definitely in our inner circle now. And it's lovely. And Edith's in our inner circle, and Fran. So all of these people have gradually come into the tribe and then become, you know, we're doing that thing like Professor Dunbar says, you know, there's the inner circle and then the next one. And we're very stretchy. So we're not cliquey. I think that's what I would like to say. There's no cliques go on here. Everybody is welcome. The tribe is so important to our mental health and well-being, and we welcome everyone. And Charlie, absolutely, Charlie, you've only been part of it for a very short time, but actually I hope you feel really welcome and really part of everything we do, because you so are. You know, you're doing the course, and that's what I love. I think you were saying earlier, instinct. It's really important to follow your instincts. And if you instinctively feel something, you know, your heart and your gut reaction is really important to recognize and to listen to. Sometimes it's our inner voice trying to sabotage us.
Yes, that does happen.
Sometimes it's our inner voice trying to hold us back. And I just had a little phone call with my daughter just before this, and you know, we were, the inner voice is, you know, the inner light voice just trying to hold you, keep you safe.
A bit misguided sometimes.
But sometimes the inner voice is well worth listening to. And once you've gone through all that, it's like, is it true? What's it trying to tell me? Don't just sleepwalk into things. What's this inner voice trying to tell me? Then follow it. So you have your instinct, but then you also have the thing about taking action, and you have to take action.
You do.
Sadly,
you have to do something. I did have to meet you, didn't I?
You did have to turn up and meet me, and then I persuaded.
I did.
Yeah, I persuaded you to do a meditation, didn't I? Because I was equally. Caroline had said you need to meet Nadine, and I was like, "What's this all about? This then? What's this all about?" And Nadine said to me, "I do this thing called Calm Myself." I was like, "Okay." I gave her a bit of a side eye. I was like, I don't know what that's all about. So then I thought, well, do you know what? The only way to crack this is like, let's get her to do it. So we just gathered a group of people together, and I got you to do it, didn't I? And I was totally and utterly all in after that.
Sometimes that's the best way, isn't it? Like you say, just go for it and experience it. That's the thing, isn't it? So
I was all in. And then I think the next time after that we met, we were both participating with another practitioner on a forest bathing.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Which was absolutely lovely. That was lovely. But Caroline Wald, if you're watching this, I'm never going on anything like that with you ever again, because she just kept making me giggle, which wasn't what was meant to happen. She was just making me giggle all the time. And I was like, I'm trying to be zen, and you're just making me...
Zen and giggling. It can work.
I think laughter is really important. And that's why, you know, when we're doing the broadcast, I'm really up for people. I mean, I married off Richard and Eleanor on Monday, or Tuesday it was, wasn't it? I got them married. I think laughter is really important as well. And, you know, we're not an over serious tribe.
No, we have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun, but we do take what we do seriously. We are seriously professionally developing our artists to make sure that they are thriving and to make sure that they achieve what they want to achieve and achieve their goals. But we also do it with a really big smile on our face.
Some fun.
And a lot of fun as well along the way, because I think that's really important, to enjoy life. As my friend, another Charlie, said to me this morning, you're going to die, you know. I was like, thanks, Charlie. I was like, she said, we all do. I was like, thanks, Charlie. Would you mind if I just enjoyed it for a bit longer?
That's the point. It is going to happen one day. Just enjoy it.
I was like, I love you, but Let's get that on the lowdown. Can I just enjoy it for now? Life is serious enough.
It is.
It's serious enough. So if you want to join our tribe, remember that we do like humour and we do like to enjoy ourselves. We do like a good glass of champagne. We are missing the private views because we're missing all the canapes, but we did do one. We did do a lovely event at the Curlew in Bodiam last week. Was it last week? Only last week? I think it was only last week. Feels like forever. I've done a few of these broadcasts now and my life has gone into some sort of like time slip, I think. So last week, and that was absolutely delightful. And I have to say, if you haven't been to the Curlew in Bodiam, please go, because the food was just outstanding. And they did local rosé champagne for us, and it was by Oastbrook, which apparently is a new vineyard just down the road. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So yeah, I definitely they're in our tribe. We've taken them in.
There again.
We've taken the Curlew into our tribe because we definitely like the food is very good. But yeah, we've missed quite a lot of that during lockdown, all that kind of going out and eating and everything. So yeah, it'd be really nice if we can get a live meeting, but we have got obviously the Zoom meetings as well, and they're good fun. And yeah, have lots of fun. And we're going to do another Curlew event. So we've rebooked with them because they loved us too. Yeah. And so the 18th of November. So pop that in your diary, because the 18th of November, we've been invited back to do another socially distanced private viewing. And so more of that will come out, and I'll discuss more of that when we have the Zoom Clubhouse. So that'll be some more of, we'll be able to see some more of the ART360 artists. Hopefully we can invite some of those to come and show with us as well. And then we've got the gallery here, and we've also got the one in Smallholding. Yeah. So, you know, there's lots of opportunities for artists to show, and we're doing lots of promotion, obviously, of our website. Now, we're being very clever because obviously the daily broadcasts are keeping all our content live. So our SEO is doing very well, and our engagement, excuse me, I've drunk a lot of chamomile tea this morning. Our engagement on all platforms is doing really well. So I'm very, very pleased to say that all of the tech that we've had to learn in the last 6 months is working. So we'll be able to share all of that with you guys. So getting your websites up and helping you with getting a good organic growth on Instagram and a good organic growth on Facebook before you start paying for any support. You need to get the organic growth, and it's having the right followers. What we're not seeking is having 11,000 followers. We don't need that. We just need 1,000 or so of the right followers.
Quality, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're always seeking good, organic, quality growth. And we're doing that ourselves as a business, as Pure, so that we'll be able to share all that tech learning. ART360 is helping you guys get visible on digital in a really sensible and constructive way, and the only way for us to do that is to learn it ourselves. So yeah, myself, Chris, Sophie, Molly, we're all kind of like becoming techno geniuses.
Yeah, done brilliantly.
Yeah,
but it's such a good way to get it out there, isn't it? And like you say, it is getting noticed. It really is getting noticed. The daily lives are getting quite a lot of attention now, which is great. And I'm just thrilled for all of you, because that just means that there's more eyes on your artwork. And that's what we're about. More eyes on your artwork, more eyes on the creative community, and people remembering that we're there and keeping us front of house. So shall we do a little bit of a walk around the gallery? Shall I give that a go? And are you going to gradually nip off? I'm going to not notice
as I do the little walk around the gallery. Nadine is going to depart because she has to go and do another.
Me. I love being here today.
Oh,
so thank you.
And thank you for being part of the Pure tribe.
I love it. Thank you.
And yeah, we'll hopefully get back one day to doing. Look at this lovely Louisa Crispin on our cover of. These are our real time. Non-digital by Nadine. I'm now on my own. So non-digital catalogues that we did before we've gone all digital and got everything up on the website and onto the Issue magazine platform. You can share all of that magazine and the website with everyone you know. The more people who see it, the better. And as we know, there's no competition. There's plenty of room on the broom for everybody. So I was, someone said something to me earlier, and I said, "There's plenty of room on the broom. Don't worry." I don't know whether you all remember that. That's a favourite book of my children. But there's plenty of room for all of us. It's not a competition. So the more we learn, the more we share, other people's work with our network, the more we will all grow and we will all benefit. So yeah, share away. So yeah, let's have a little walk around. Let's see what we can see. So in this beautiful exhibition today, we have, there's that lovely piece that you can see in the magazine. That's Will Taylor, and that's Mean Hippopotamus, but spelled M-E-A-N. And then we come along and we've got Shelley Rose. Now, if you've got any questions, because you can't see my face, I'm here, I'm still here. But if you've got any questions about any of this artwork or anything to do with the Pure Tribe, then please pop them in the chat, and I will obviously stop walking around holding the camera in a minute and answer all your questions. But I'm just going to come back a little bit so you can see those better. So that's the natural sciences from Will, and then another one of the beautiful still lifes from Shelley Rose. And then I do feel sorry for this poor cow because it seems to be hanging from its tail. And you can see that. This one's called Leonardo's Cow, and it's got all of the Leonardo da Vinci backwards writing, and the poor cow hanging from its tail, or its bottom. And then we come around this, and we've got a pig and a cow. I'll have to go back a bit so you can see both of those. And then some more of the Will Taylor's work is just stunning. I do love it. And then we have one of Shelley Rose's circles. This is a very rare piece. So if anyone is looking for a statement piece for their wall, this is definitely it. And then we come round, we've got some more. Fibonacci's rabbit, and induction course with some lovely little field mice at the bottom. And then we've got these two beautiful still lifes here. Oh, now I've got the windows. Oh, there we are. Isolation, irises. Well, that's not irises, is it? That's bluebell. So I need to change those labels. The same thing is poppies, and then we're going to have irises because obviously we missed. Here we have the amazing work by Edith Par Barton. I absolutely love her work here, and we call this the Cabinet of Curiosities. So you can see at the top there, and I will get a couple of them out so you can see them in more close detail what his name is. He's called Bubbles. These are just charming, Edith. Look at that. Hold it back a bit and you can see the full view. There's Bubbles. There's this guy here. Look at this guy. Loving this guy. So how do I hold him? There you are. Look at him. Now he is called Sitting Comfortably. And he's £100. You can see the bags. Yeah. It's a full. Shelley, don't worry, I'm going to swap those labels over as soon as I finish. And I'll come back over here. So has anyone got any questions for me about the Pure Tribe or did everything freeze as I was walking around? I'm sorry about that. That is that is annoying if it's all frozen as I've moved the screen round. I wonder if that's just because everything's frozen. I wonder if that's because I am walking round. It's quite possibly because I'm walking round. We've lost sound and vision. Now it's all working over on Facebook. So everything's, it does all seem to be working over on Facebook. I can see it all going on over here. So, I'm back now. I think it's because I walked around with I think I got a little bit over myself and walked around. I got all like keen, didn't I? And walked around the gallery with the laptop. And obviously the signal is not strong enough to cope with me going on a walkabout. It did seem to be working absolutely fine on Facebook, but hey, if it's frozen, I'm sorry. You missed a little bit. I wonder, it might be that when you watch it back, you might get it. It might be okay. I'm not sure. But I'm not back for you yet, Griselda. Hopefully I will come back in a minute because I am definitely here. So I was just saying, before I wrap up this session, and do all come down and have a look at the gallery, because you can come in and the gallery is completely, the whole hotel is all COVID secure. So you can come back into the hotel, the sanitizer. You will have to wear a mask in the hotel. But yeah, if you've got any questions, then please do ask them in the Ask a Question, or just drop them into Facebook for us, or you can email us, and I'll pop the email in the sidebar here. And I'm going to say, sorry. Oh dear, that's all in capitals. No one wants that, do they? Sorry, it keeps. It's not freezing at my end, but it clearly is at yours. It's probably the signal. Yeah, there you are. So I should think it's the signal. If you have any questions, then the best thing, you all know me, is I will put Samms@gmail.com. If you email me, lesliesamms@gmail.com or leslie@pureartsgroup.co.uk. If you've got any questions and you're not a member at the moment and you would like to be a member, then just drop me an email and we can have a chat about that, and I can tell you some more. And just take a look at the website. Most of the information is on the website. I should think the signal is quite bad here, and I should think that's because I walked around the gallery. That was very silly, wasn't it? But never mind. So I'll end the session now. Hopefully it'll all be recorded and you'll be able to see it when we play it back. And yeah, so let's fingers crossed you'll be able to see it when we play it back and you'll get a good view of the gallery. But if not, tomorrow we've got Tracy Peasley and Richard Hayes, and that'll all be coming live from my normal studio. So that should be absolutely fine. And you should therefore be able to see everything fine. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie says joining was the best thing she's done. It's great to have a fantastic tribe. And I am chuffed, thank you, because I hope that we're a hugely optimistic and fun-loving, but professional and supportive community. And that's what we aim to be. So thank you, Edith. I love Pure too. So I will see you all tomorrow for the next live broadcast with guests. And as I say, hopefully most of this will be sorted when it's showing back, because I haven't had any buffering at this end at all. So yeah, fingers crossed it's all okay when you watch it back. All right, so I'm going to go now and I will see you all tomorrow at 5:30. Okay, bye for now.